Hi guys, to the gangs, welcome back with me again, and you are now watching Fun Fact. This day is really special day because we have some assistant coach that I cannot imagine I can talk with him. Thank you so much, Coach Itap, that already connect me to this coach. Okay, so today my guest star is assistant coach from Lakers. This is Coach Phil Handy. Hi, Coach.
How are you? It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thank you so much, Coach. Already have a time with me too in this video. Okay, Coach. I want to ask you a bit question about the NBA that we know that you already get the third champion in the NBA. The 2016 you get with Cleveland, and 2019 you get with Raptors, and this year you get with Lakers. Is that true, Coach?
That is correct. This year was my third championship, which sometimes I still can't believe it's all true.
Well,
but yes, this is my third one this year.
That's amazing, Coach. Can I ask you, Coach, what is more meaningful to you? Is that the champion you get with the Raptors in 2019 or the Lakers in 2020, and why?
You know, that's such a tough question. To me, they're all special because winning a championship is not easy. That's the hardest thing to do in our sport. So it's just like every one of them have its own meaning. Toronto was special because it was the first time that any team in the NBA outside of the U.S. has ever won a championship, and that was the first time the Toronto Raptors won a championship. So that's really special. Coming back to the Lakers is really special because this is where I started my career. I started my career with the Lakers.
2011 years.
You know, now to be able to come back and win a championship with the Lakers, and it's historical because it was their 17th championship. So, you know, they're both special in different ways, but you know, they both have a lot of meaning to me.
Well, yes, because it's really close, Coach, in 2019, and then 2022 you get the champion. It's unbelievable. Okay, Coach. The next question, can I ask about the strategy on Lakers to get the trophy in this year?
Can you ask the strategy of what?
The strategy you teach the Lakers, the team of Lakers, to get the champion. What is the strategy until you get the trophy in this year?
This past season, well, I think our focus was to go into the bubble, right? We went into the bubble with the mindset of we're here for one reason. You know, I think being in the bubble was a little bit different. But all of our players were so focused on trying to win a championship, and so they went in and they were locked in. They were prepared mentally and physically, and you know we really just tried to work on working hard and being consistent every day, and our players did a tremendous job.
Okay, so I know that you already follow the Lebron James from Cleveland. Is that right, Coach? Yeah, and then you going to with Lebron James in this year with Lakers, of course. May I know the reason why you really like Lebron James in your team?
Well, LeBron is arguably one of the best players to ever play the game, ever. And I just think that you know he's such a good teammate. You know, a lot of people don't really understand what kind of teammate he is. He is a team first guy, and so he's really easy to coach. And obviously he's a really good basketball player. But on top of all of those things, he's a good human being. You know, a lot of people don't really understand what kind of guy he is off the court. And to me, just being able to spend some time with him, to coach him and learn from him, I mean that's a tremendous part of my career. To be able to, been a coach on his teams and to win championships with him. So I'm just I'm tremendously blessed that I've been able to coach and work with some of the best players to ever play.
Okay, this is same topic from like Lebron James. So I want to ask about do you think Lebron James should be the MVP in the regular season, because we know the regular season the MVP is not him. So did you think he deserved it? And what makes him different than any other superstar you ever coached?
Yes, I definitely thought he deserved to be MVP this past season. I mean, look, I never take anything away from Giannis. Giannis is a tremendous player.
Yes.
But I feel like what LeBron did last season for his team was definitely worthy of winning the MVP. I think at the end of the day, though, if you ask LeBron, I'm pretty sure he'll say he would rather be the MVP of the finals versus being MVP of the regular season.
It must be.
I think that one as well. I mean, that's the most important MVP for him is obviously being MVP of the finals. So I think what's different than a lot of other players I've been able to coach is again his ability to be a team first guy. He really cares about the success of his teammates, and not to say that other guys don't, but I think that's one of his real strong suits is that he really wants every one of his teammates to be successful, just as successful as he is. And he kind of portrays that every day in his approach to his teammates.
Okay, well, I see it. I see it in her eye, in his eye. Okay, coach. May I ask about who is the most difficult player you ever deal with and why?
The most difficult?
Yes.
The most difficult player. Ooh, that's a good one. I would probably have to say, he's not in the NBA, but I'll probably have to say my son. My son that I adopted. He's Mackenzie Moore. He's playing at a very high level in Europe. But when I was coaching him at a young age, it was really difficult because we had to separate father and son, and I had to be a coach, and sometimes I had to be his father. So it was. And sometimes, me personally, I had a hard time distinguishing which one I was. Sometimes I was supposed to be his coach, but I was being his dad.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes I was being his dad, and I was supposed to be his coach. So he was probably the most difficult.
Okay, but he really liked basketball when he child, he already liked basketball, or you just okay. Okay.
Yeah, he liked. As he grew up, he really liked the game, and I started coaching him. When he was like 13 or 14. I didn't really coach him until late. I didn't really coach him until he was like serious about wanting to play. And then once he became serious and he wanted to play, it was kind of tough for him sometimes. He had some tough days.
As a father, do you want him to be an NBA player too, or just maybe in the college or what?
Well, right now he plays professional basketball in Europe.
Oh,
and so
okay.
he went to college and he's played a little bit in the NBA. I think for him, I just want him to be the best basketball player he can be every day. And whether that be him playing in Europe, the NBA, or Indonesia, I don't care. I just want him to be the best basketball player. So I'm really happy that he's able to have a career being a professional athlete.
Okay, coach. I hope it too. To the next question, coach. Who is the toughest opponent at NBA 2020, coach? As we know that in this year, the player is equal between the team in the NBA. So every NBA team in 2020 have a best player and the toughest player too. So what do you think? Who is the toughest opponent at NBA 2020?
Well, man, I think the toughest player, we played against some really tough ones, but I think the toughest player that we played against in the playoffs, I would have to say Damian Lillard. He was really good in the playoffs, and right when we had to play the Portland Trailblazers, I think he was averaging like 45 or 46 points a game. So he was in the playoffs, in my opinion, he was probably the toughest player that we played against.
Okay, coach. So if you already have the information from Coach Itok that he already told you that I'm a biggest fan of Kyle Kuzma. So So coach.
What do you like about Kyle Kuzma?
Maybe to be honest, of course we look at first from the face. Is that right? I mean like he is handsome. And of course, because of the skill, the skill is good too. Okay, guys, I would like to ask you about Kyle Kuzma. Supposedly, he's still in your team in the next season. So, what is your plan for him? And do you think he could make him into a star to help the Lakers defend the championship?
No, listen, Kyle Kuzma is one of the hardest working players on our team. He's very dedicated and committed to becoming the best player he can be. I think every day he's always. Just give me 1 second. Every day Kyle's there early, he stays late. He wants to be good. He wants to be a great basketball player, and I think that's the most important thing. So for him, it's just all about continuing to work, continuing to learn as a player, continuing to become smarter as a player. And I think every year that he plays, he's just going to continue to get better. He can definitely, and he will definitely be a big piece to the team in terms of helping us repeat. And as we say, run it back. It's time to run it back. We got to run it back and win another championship.
Okay, interesting, coach. Okay, coach, and I'm already searching about you, and you are a person that really like a younger athlete. You have a more spirit to them, and may I know why you really like the younger athlete, like on NBA? I mean, like Kyle Kuzma, Alex Caruso, and other things, and how you teach them to have the same level with the veteran.
I mean, I think a lot of times the young athletes sometimes they get overlooked, but I think that's the future, right? That's the future of the game. Young athletes are really important, and so I mean, LeBron was once a young athlete. Rondo was young at one point. I mean, they're still young, but I think the young athletes are really important to develop because they're the stars of the future. And so for me, I like working with all the athletes. It doesn't matter if they're young or old. I just love what I do. And so any athlete that wants to get better at the game of basketball, that's really what I love.
Okay, that's cool, coach. Okay, coach, I want to ask about Indonesian basketball. So, do you ever go to Indonesia, coach? I heard that you.
Huh?
Yeah, and.
Oh yeah, I went to Indonesia and I worked with the CLS Knights.
Oh, okay. Okay, coach.
I spent like 2 weeks with their team, training their team. So I had a great experience in Indonesia.
Okay, so you go to Surabaya or Jakarta?
Surabaya.
Okay, so what do you think Indonesia for you?
I loved it.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. It was a great experience for me. The good people, great food. I actually found some restaurants that I really liked. The food was amazing. And I want to come back. I'm looking forward to trying to come back to Indonesia again.
Well, we're waiting for you, coach. And what do you think, coach, about Indonesian basketball?
I was really surprised. That was my first time, and when I was working with the team, there was a lot of talent. There was some very talented players, and they were committed, man. I love their passion for the game because from the first day that I got there, they worked hard. They all worked hard, and they wanted to learn from the coaches to the players. And I was really impressed with the level of talent that was there.
Okay, and as a basketball player too, and especially for women, I want to ask about what is the important things that women basketball athlete in Indonesia must learn?
Well, I think not just in Indonesia, I think women's basketball is really all about details, right? Men, quote unquote, are athletes, right? So they run faster, they jump higher. So I think a lot of times because they're such good athletes, they skip details.
Okay.
Because they can't. Women's basketball is very important for women to pay attention to the details. And again, women are great athletes too, but the game is played a little different, right? It's not so much played above the rim. So I think the strategy that women have to apply are really about being real strict about the details and paying attention to the fundamentals of the game. So I'm always encouraging women to, one, train like you're a basketball player. Not so much whether you're male or female, but just train like you're a basketball player. And if you really want to be good at the game, then apply it and study it, right? And don't skip details. Details are really important for me.
That's the same. What is it like? A same message like my coach actually. My coach in my college.
Yeah. Yes. Your coach is telling you right. Yeah. Details, everything.
Okay. And what is the measure for someone who wants to learn basketball? The first time wants to learn basketball, is that the mentality maybe, or the physical, or what is it, coach, for you?
It's a little bit of both, right? I think if you really want to, if you're just learning how to play the game of basketball, one, it's going to take patience. You know, if you're just learning, sometimes you might get a little frustrated, but patience. Right, and again, just understanding that it's going to be a mental and physical challenge. And I'm always of the mind that if you listen to your coaches, right, if you have coaches, pay attention to your coaches, yes, then you can always get better. So I believe that any athlete, young or old, again, if they want to start playing, then you just apply yourself. You apply yourself mentally and physically.
Okay, coach. So I heard too that you have an application. The name is 94 Feet of Game. Is that true, coach? Okay, so may I know how the application came out? So what's the idea until you have the application? It's really important to anyone that wants to learn basketball.
It is actually it's probably my life. That's my lifelong work right there. That is a major project for me. It's I call it my baby. You know, the 94 Feet of Game app is really just all of my knowledge poured into one, to be able to help basketball, the whole basketball community. I don't care where you are. I don't care what level. I don't care male, female. If you're high school, college, beginner, pro, doesn't matter. The whole premise behind the app is to share and teach the game, and how I found it to be very successful for me with a lot of the athletes that I work with. Coaches, trainers, players, parents. I think anybody that really wants to learn the game of basketball, I think the app is great for you because it has so many different things that can teach. And so for me, it's just about sharing knowledge. I wanted to be able to share all the knowledge I've gained over the years and share some of the things I've done with some of the players I've worked with to help players around the world become better basketball players.
Yes, it's a really good application, coach. I already downloaded it and I already see it. Yeah, I already downloaded it and I already see it. I see the video that I see the video that you teach. Yeah, you teach how to have a good form for shooting. And yeah, it's really educating
everything.
Me. Yeah, it's good.
Everything. Well, I'm glad it's good.
Okay, coach. So every single guest star that I invited in this video, I must ask about the fun fact in their personal life. So I heard too that you, in your teenage day, you working for Sega and testing.
Man, you went and did some research. You did some research.
Yes, is that true, coach?
I did.
No,
okay. I used to, when I was 17.
Okay.
I worked for Sega. For like 3 years. That's all I did. And test video games.
Is that before you joined basketball or after?
No, I played basketball, but like when I wasn't practicing, I was testing video games. I did that. I did that for like 2 years. And I used to get paid, like, this is a long time ago, but I got paid really well to do it. I got paid a lot of money to test video games.
Okay, so if the Sega wants you to come back, are you wanted?
Oh, let's go. I'm a gamer all day long.
Oh, okay.
Now look, I don't know about Sega. Sega's not around anymore. It would have to be Xbox or PlayStation. You know, they can call me any day. I'll come test.
Okay, coach. Okay, coach. After this, I want to play a a game with you. This is a rapid question. I have two options to you, and you must choose one between the option. So I have seven. Okay. Yes, I have 7 questions to you, and you must answer it fast. Are you ready, Coach?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay, we started that. First, Lebron James or Kawhi Leonard?
Oh, no. Both.
You must choose one, Coach.
Whoa. That was a trick. You trying to trick me. Both.
What is it, Coach?
That's my answer.
So what do you choose, Coach?
I choose both.
No, you must choose one. No, you must choose one. It's okay, Coach. It's only a game. It's only a game.
Well, look, I'm going to say LeBron James because I coach him now. He's on my team. We're on the same team, so I'm going to say LeBron James.
Okay. Okay, next question. Kyle Kuzma or Alex Caruso?
Oh, wow. You are really trying to make me choose the players that I coach.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, no. We can't do that. I love both guys. I can't pick. I can't choose my players. I love Caruso and I love Kuzma. That's not fair.
Well, no, it's not. It's only a game, Coach. It's okay. You just choose one. Who's maybe better for you? Maybe in relation with you, or maybe in the skill, or yeah, it's up to you. Just choose one, Coach.
Oh my goodness, yo, you are trying to kill me. I can't pick one. I know it's a game, but no, that's tough. I can't pick one. I like both of those guys. Next question.
No, still I want to ask you that question, Coach.
No. Oh, you can't ask me to pick who I would take on 2 players from my team. No, they would maybe on different teams, but not my players.
But this life is a decision, Coach. You must choose one, Coach. Choose one, Coach. Come on.
I can't choose. That's too difficult. I can't choose.
Okay then, because you loved both of them. Okay, so you cannot choose.
I do.
No, okay.
I love both of them.
Okay, Coach. Well, okay. Next question. This is a team too. That's a difficult question too. You choose Lakers or Raptors?
Lakers. I coach for the Lakers right now.
Okay. Okay, next. If you must choose watching movie or playing Xbox, what will you choose?
Ooh, watch a movie.
Okay, not playing Xbox against, not for Sega game.
I like Xbox, but I might be in the mood to watch a movie.
Okay. And next question, ball handling or shooting? What is important to you? Is that ball handling or the form of shooting?
Ball handling.
Okay, ball handling. May I know the reason, Coach?
I don't know. It was just the first thing that came to my mind. You said it was rapid fire, so the first thing that came to my mind. I'll go with that.
Okay. Okay, next. Defense or offense, Coach?
Defense.
Okay, because defense wins championship. Correct. Okay, Coach. Next. Steph Curry or Chris Paul? It's not in your team. It's not in your team.
Oh, man. That's not rapid fire. I have to think about that one. I'll probably have to go Steph Curry.
Okay, Steph Curry. So, what do you think about...
Tough one, though.
Okay. What do you think about Golden State Warrior in this year? I would like we know that they not go to playoff, and what do you think about it?
Well, I think they had a lot of injuries, and so it was a different year for them. Their team didn't change. They just had a lot of injuries, and man, injuries are a bad part of the game. Okay, so when you have injuries, it makes it really tough. But I think that they'll be back this year. They'll be the Golden State Warriors that people were used to watching the last few years, because now they're back healthy.
Well, yes, that's so many players that have an injury in this year in Golden State Warriors. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. After this, I want you to teach a bit, like 5 tips or maybe 5-minute tips how to have a good ball handling in house and how to practice it. Can you just do it, coach?
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll watch you.
Let me prepare it first, coach.
Okay.
I will go to downstairs because this is in the 2nd floor. And please wait for a second, coach.
There you go. That's perfect. 1, 2, 1, 2. So I want you to keep your base. Say, Vania, again, when I say wider base, right, I want you to have a good stance, almost like you're playing defense. I want you to almost get into a defensive stance.
Okay, defense.
No, with the basketball. With the basketball.
Oh, with the basketball.
I want you to keep the basketball. Yeah, so now I want you to get in a defensive stance. There you go. Now, so what I want to do is I want to go one hand cross, double cross.
One hand cross like this?
Yes, right. So again, keep your base wide. You see how you always have a wide base? There you go. That's perfect. Yes, that's perfect. There you go. So a wider base is always good. Okay, so now let's go in between the legs.
Sorry guys, what is it?
I want you to go in between the legs.
Oh, okay.
Right? I want you to cross over in between the legs. There you go. Yeah. There you go. That's pretty good. Switch it. Hey, and you got the pajamas on and everything.
Okay. Okay, coach. Okay.
Look, we're gonna do one more.
Okay.
I want you to go in between the legs and behind the back. Okay? In between the legs, behind the back. Right? Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Good. There you go.
Okay.
That's pretty good. Keep your base wide. There you go. Good. Good.
Okay.
Good. Ah, that's pretty good. Okay, here. I got another one for you.
Okay.
Okay, another one for you. So, in between the legs, behind the back, double cross. In between, behind, double crossover.
Behind.
See if you can pick it up.
Double cross.
Yep, there you go.
Behind, double cross.
Yep. Hey, there you go. Good.
Behind,
Good job. Come on, you gotta keep your base wide. Good.
okay. Double cross like
All right,
this.
switch. Switch hands. Now you gotta switch hands.
Oh, okay, switch hands.
Switch.
Between behind. Wait. Like, between behind. Double
Now
cross.
you gotta start with the other hand. Start with the other hand.
Okay.
There you go. Yes.
Oh my god.
Good.
I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Okay, coach. Okay, coach. Enough was that.
Good job.
That's super duper educated,
Hey.
coach. Okay, coach, maybe it's
That's
time
pretty
for
good.
today. Sorry, coach.
I couldn't hear you.
Sorry, coach, I don't hear you.
I said I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, coach, for today. It's done.
Oh man, you did a great job. You did a great job. So look, I want to give you 2 pointers so you can hear me, right? When you dribble, I want you to always work on keep a wide base and keep your dribbles tight. Okay? Keep a wide base, keep your dribbles tight.
Okay.
Great job. Great job.
Thank you so much, coach, for your time. And I hopefully that this video can educate so many people in Indonesia and of course the NBA fans from Indonesia. And hopefully they're happy
Let's go.
because this interview. So thank you so much, coach. Thank you so much for your time and see you in the next video, coach.
You're welcome.
I hope I can go to
See
the
you later.
Lakers. And see.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, coach. Well,
Bye.
bye guys, thank you, coach. Oke guys, tadi itu adalah wawancara aku bareng sama Coach Phil Handy. Jujur aku nervous setengah mati. Inggris aku berantakan banget, sorry banget. Buat kalian ya siapapun lah yang nonton video ini, jangan sampai kalian ngetik kamu vocabnya jelek banget, kamu ditanya apa belibet banget dan gitu ya guys. Aku emang segrogi gitu, bener-bener grogi. Bahkan aku nggak sempet untuk mengenalkan diri aku siapa, aku di Indonesia sebagai apa, kayak udah speechless duluan guys. Oke, Next, aku juga akan kasih tahu ke kalian kalau aplikasi yang dibikin sama si Coach Phil Handy sendiri itu lagi collab sama aplikasi yang ada di Indonesia, itu Fitco. Fitco sendiri tuh salah satu bagian juga dari 20 Fit gym yang ada di Jakarta itu. Nah, terus dia ini lagi ngadain giveaway guys. Dan giveaway-nya itu tuh kita akan bagi-bagi sepatu Nike Kyrie Hybrid S2 dan juga Nike Kobe 5 Proto 5 Frames. Nah, pasti kalian pecinta basket punya mau dong dapat sepatu yang super duper keren itu. Nah, caranya itu juga gampang banget guys. Kalian cuma tinggal join Fitco X94 Fit of Game yang membership di aplikasi Fitco Indonesia. Jadi kalian tuh harus member dulu di aplikasi Fitco Indonesia itu. Terus habis itu nanti kalian bisa langsung follow aja Instagramnya fitco.id dan hoopspoint. Terus nanti kalian bisa ikutin giveaway dengan tulisin hashtag Fitco X hoopspoint giveaway di komen. Terus habis itu kalian juga harus post foto dan juga foto atau video ini guys, foto atau video pengalaman kamu pas menggunakan 94 Fit of Game ke Instagram Fit dan juga story kamu. Jadi kalian video atau foto misalnya lagi latihan pakai 94 Fit of Game itu, terus habis itu di share di IG, di feed Instagram dan juga storynya. Terus jangan lupa juga share pengalaman kamu juga di situ, dan jangan lupa juga untuk tag fitco.id, hoopspoint Indonesia, hoops.point at the real 94 Fit of Game dan juga hashtagnya Fitco X hoopspoint and hashtagnya giveaway Fitco, serta mention 3 teman kamu untuk join membershipnya. Nah, ini tuh dibuka sampai tanggal November guys, sekarang tuh bulan apa sih? Oh ya, November. Sampai akhir November ini. Jadi buat kalian yang saya mau dapat sepatu Kyrie dan juga Kobe bisa langsung ikutan aja. Kapan lagi kan dapat sepatu free? Oke guys, thank you juga buat kalian yang udah tanyain pertanyaan yang ada di IG aku. Buat aku juga dapat ide untuk tanyain ke dia juga. Dan jangan lupa juga untuk selalu like, comment, share dan juga subscribe video ini. And see you on the next video. Bye.